poor policeman.
Endeavour continues Monday at 8 on ITV3.
Ah, the memories. We're going back in time now on ITV3 for some classic Coronation Street.
You coming?
Yes, I come.
We're open!
Meerkat Meals proudly sponsors Coronation Street.
Look, let's try and get through today without having a row, shall we? Just for once.
Don't start rows, Alfie, unless I'm provoked.
Well, there you are, you see. Everybody knows how easily provoked you are.
Oh, no, starting
Oh,
around.
sorry.
Matter, it's not easy keeping your temper when you're working with someone as incompetent and totally unsuitable as Ivy is. Right, come on. Oh, dear.
What's all this?
What's all what?
There's all water.
What?
Coming from the freezer. It's defrosted. Oh, everything's ruined. How could this have happened?
There must have been a power cut in the night.
A power cut? I don't believe it.
What's wrong?
Somebody has switched the freezer off. Switched it off. Have a look for yourself.
Oh. Well, don't look at me. It wasn't me.
Well, it certainly wasn't me. I wasn't even here after lunch. I'd gone out to a meeting.
Alf, I didn't switch the freezer off.
Well, who did then? King Kong?
It's off to work I go.
Right.
Unless you want me to take the day off. Well, I just thought you might need a chaperone here.
You what?
To protect you from your young swain.
Funny.
Still, you probably imagined it, like you used to imagine I was dotty about you long before I condescended to take you out.
Look, Des, this is serious. He really has got a crush on me. I'm certain of
Oh,
it.
you think anything in trousers has got a crush on you? Morning, Steve. Hiya.
Sorry, Mum, mate.
No problem.
It's not as if your porridge is going to get cold, mate. Steph doesn't know how to make porridge, like most things.
I think Steph's a great cook. Have some cornflakes?
No need to ask.
Hey, if he thinks you're a great cook, he must be smitten. I've got one piece of advice for you.
What?
Don't give him any raw meat. See you at lunchtime. Ciao, Steve.
Yeah, see you, Des. Not going into work today?
No, I've got a day off.
Well, that's good news.
There you go.
Brilliant. Thanks, Mum.
You're welcome. Post.
Yep. Eggs and bacon, eh? Can't be bad.
Well, there's more than I got.
Well, you know what she's doing now, eh?
What?
She's compensating.
Compensating?
Yeah. Giving me more attention to make up for losing Steve and telling him quids in, eh?
Oh, you're working hard to be number one in this family, aren't you?
Well, Maggie's legacy to us all,
And anyway, we're not losing Steve.
Holiday brochure for the Isle of Wight. We should be so lucky. What were you two whispering about just now?
Whispering?
Whispering?
We weren't whispering when we did.
No. Anyway, right. I'm away to work. Now, am I coming home for my dinner or what?
Yeah, I'll leave you something.
All right, see you later.
Bye.
Cheerio now.
Do you know what I think, Andy? I think she's lured him.
Lured him? What, you mean as in enticed with her physical attraction?
Yeah. She's always struck me as a little tramp.
Well, he's easily lured. He's our kid, isn't he, Mum? I mean, a couple of sultry looks and that's your amber, and then zap, Lake District.
Exactly. And she's old enough to be his mother.
Oh, no. I won't say that.
Well, maybe we can refreeze the greens, but all this other stuff, it's ruined.
I don't know what you're going on about. It's insured.
Well, I'm not sure about that either when I tell them what happened. I mean, somebody turned the freezer. Somebody turned a freezer off fully. I mean, it's beyond comprehension.
If you must employ amateurs, elderly amateurs at that.
Hey?
I didn't switch the freezer off, Alf. Now, we've got that straight, haven't
Well,
we?
so you say.
I do say.
Yeah, we're back to the Phantom then, are we?
Oh, Alf, you know, I'm loath to say this. I'm the last person in the world to start making accusations, but who was the last to leave last night? I mean, who shut up the shop?
You did?
No, I didn't. Ivy did.
But you're saying that Ivy deliberately switched it off. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, she does that.
How do you know?
Well, she goes round at home switching off all the plugs before she goes to bed in case it starts a fire. I mean, the kettle, the
Who's
toaster.
told you that?
No, I've heard her say so. I mean, she's that kind of person, Alf. She's a fusspot. She likes everything just so. I mean, you've only got to see her put a tablecloth on. She likes it dead centre without one end sticking
Look, I
out
don't
all
believe
the
it. Ivy would not be that stupid.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. You were quick enough to think I would be that stupid, weren't you? Oh, no, you have to stick up for your precious Ivy. I mean, you took her on, so she's fireproof. Well, just think about this. Everything were fine when I left last night, but not this morning. So unless we do have a poltergeist, who else could have switched off the freezer but your precious Ivy? Doesn't take a Miss Marple to work that out.
Rita. Do you think Derek and me give off mutually destructive vibes?
Come again?
Well, ever since we got married, like since we became a couple, we just seem to jump from one pan of hot water to another. I mean, disaster could be our middle name.
Well, I must say you do seem to have more than your fair share.
Yeah, well, I know we both have this tendency to attract vicissitude.
Oh, I wish you'd talk English.
Well, adversity.
Yes.
So perhaps getting married has doubled that tendency, so we have twice as many downs as ups in life.
Maybe she do come up with some posers. Where have you dreamt that up? I've not seen that in any of the agony columns.
No, it was just during another sleepless night. Now, that's one thing Derek and me don't have in common, because he can usually sleep through flood, fire and famine.
Mavis, this present little crisis that you're in, it'll all resolve itself for the best. You see if it doesn't.
Well, I've done all I can. I mean, it's not easy going to another woman and trying to persuade her that your husband's not a pervert.
I can imagine. But I'm sure you have. And Mrs. Shaw will drop her silly accusations and Derek won't lose his job.
Do you think so?
I'm sure.
But what's the next product of this malign chemistry between Derek and me going to be? That's what I ask myself.
Hey, Tracy, are you happy?
Of course I am. I'm on holiday.
Oh, well, you enjoy it while you can, because after about 16, there's all these vicissitudes waiting to ambush you.
I remember that.
Taralo.
Hey, Dad.
Hi.
Oh, have you heard about my mum? It's brilliant.
Well, she's written her memoirs, My Years in Power on the Weatherfield Council.
She's not only got a job, she's a partner.
A partner?
Yeah, with Phil Jennings in his new business. I've got to go. I'll see you.
Bye now.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Oh, thanks. So.
Yeah, do you want me to put this away for you?
Hang on a minute, Steve.
It's all right, I know where it all goes.
Sit down. I want to ask you something.
Yeah?
I want you to do me a favour.
Oh, of course I will.
I want you to go back home.
Why, what have I done?
Nothing. It's not like
I
that.
don't want to go home, I've said.
I know you don't, but I think you should.
Well, why? Do you not want me here?
Please, Steve.
I like it here.
I could just chuck you out, you know.
Well, chuck me out then. You and me dad both.
Look, you can't stay here forever, you know.
Well, I can't see why not.
We're not into having Roger the Lodger, even if it is you. You only live across the street, for goodness sake. You can pop in any time to work on the boat or play a tape or have a chat. You're always welcome. So what's the difference? There's no point upsetting everybody with just sleeping here. It's daft.
Oh, so that's it. Me mum and dad have been getting at you, haven't they? Well, they don't care about them.
Of course you do. Don't say that. And I'm not asking you for them anyway. I'm asking you to do it for me.
Yeah, but I don't...
Please.
you going to tell the insurance company that you sold some of the damaged goods?
Well, of course I am.
Oh, just checking.
The thought of making a sly bob or two just never entered my head.
No, of course it didn't.
It's just that I hate waste.
Oh, I know.
Anyway, what we don't sell today, we can eat tonight, you and me.
I thought you were taking me out for a meal tonight.
Well, it depends how good a saleswoman you are, innit?
Oh, come on.
Hiya, Alf. I'm sorry I'm a bit late. I only spilt my Hoover bag right all over my carpet.
Ivy.
I'm only a few minutes.
I think the tea must be brewed by now, actually.
What's the matter, Alf?
Look, you see all this?
Yeah. What's he doing out of the freezer?
It's all defrosted.
Defrosted? How?
Somebody turned the freezer chest off last night.
Well, it weren't me, if that's what you're suggesting.
No, well, you were the last one here. You locked up.
I know I did, but I didn't touch no freezer switch. Come on, I'm positive about that. I won't be that daft.
Well, if Ivy said she didn't do it, we must have a poltergeist after all they are, love.
I've got to say, I'm very disappointed, Ivy. Very disappointed.
Oh, now, Alf, come on. Anyone can make a mistake. Especially when they're new to the job, like Ivy is.
What are you going to have for your dinner?
I don't know, Mum, but I'll think of something.
Go to a corner shop for something.
Cod in butter sauce, that's what I'll have.
Anything you like.
Right.
You know, I think you've lost weight while I've been away. I thought Steve had as well. I hope he's eating properly over there. I bet she thinks a square meal's a slice of toast. That's somebody coming in.
It'll be Dad, won't it? For yet another brew. Hey. Oh, can't remember ringing the rat catcher, can you, Mum?
Hello, love.
I'm back.
So I see.
Tough, because I've lent your bed to a page 3 girl.
Shut up.
Let's go and get me things. Steph throw you out, yeah. Can't stand the smell, I know what it's like.
Andy,
What about your resits?
I'll flaming kill you.
Still not decided, Mum.
It's up to you.
Do you mean that?
Yeah.
You're gonna let him get away with it again? I don't believe it.
Keep your nosy nose out.
Ketchup. Oh, ketchup. Not ketchup, sir.
Oh, and some mustard, please.
Mustard.
Help! Someone help!
Who the hell are you? DCI Barnaby, courses in CID. This is murder.
Look at this, you think you're in some kind of rural paradise. And how wrong you'd be.
Midsummer Murders, every weekday on ITV3.
If you're in old habits, set in your old ways, changes are a-coming, 'cause these are changing days.
I hate who I've become. This is Will Davenport. He's going to be the new vicar of Grantchester.
A new series of Grantchester continues tonight at 9 on ITV.
Inside, sir, or al fresco? Come join us.
I think inside, please.
Good smell. What's happened to the sardine sarnies?
Burgers.
Great.
We'll be having them for tea and all. Alf's got a sale on.
A sale at a grocer's?
It's deep freeze, defrosted.
Well, should happen more often. So, where's your toy boy?
He's gone back home.
How'd you manage that? Let him see your tattoo?
Actually, I persuaded him. It was easier than I thought it would be.
Told you, you hallucinate.
Yeah, well, I hope he concentrates on cricket or whatever else young lads get up to in the summer.
I never played much cricket.
So has he not said why he's decided to come back yet?
No, and I haven't asked him.
I don't know. Just changes his mind, walks back in, eh? I don't know. Kids, they change gear in a flash. No sense of guilt, no sense of regret.
Just leave it, Jim. He's back. That's all that matters.
I suppose so. But you know what gets up my nose?
What?
I was never a rebellious teenager. I just got on with it. I mean, it makes me think as if I'm missing out on something. I'll see you, love.
OK, I'll see you later.
Hello.
Yes, Kenneth.
Pint, please, Beth. Deirdre, what do you drink?
Still got 10 minutes of my lunch break left, why not? Right, you'll be joining a union next news. How long have you been working? A couple of days? We have our rights, you know, as business women. Get her. When are you getting your exec briefcase, kiddo?
Yeah, Tracy told me about a new job.
Did she?
Partner, eh?
I'm not sure in what exactly.
Does Mr. Jennings know himself?
No, Ken.
Sorry, Mr. Jennings brings out the sarcasm in me.
Excuse me, Ken. Can I have a quick word? Sorry to interrupt.
You know what?
It's about Steve. You know he's already ducked out of his research.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he has. I just wondered if you'd have a chat with him. Tell him how important his GCSEs are. I think he might listen to you.
Oh, well, you're flattering me, but yeah, OK, I'll have a go.
Cheers, thanks.
Alan, you're only all done?
You know, I am bet I'm a latchkey adult, mate. Oh, I hate going on to an empty house. It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Think of the money Ivy's coining in.
What, working for Alf Roberts? I'm thinking of putting the low-pay unit onto him, I am.
Give it a couple of weeks, he'll give her a rise. She'll have made herself that indispensable if I know Ivy. Oh, right, change. Thanks very much. Excuse me.
Sorry.
It's not going very well, you know, all this defrosted stuff.
Keep telling Ivy to push him.
I have been doing.
You didn't mention it to that last customer.
Yes, I did.
Do you know what I think your trouble is, Ivy?
What?
I think you're finding you've got too much to think about in this shop. You know, prices, where stock is, change. It's getting you all confused. Mind you, not surprising, for goodness sake, at your age. Don't you agree, Al?
I am not confused about anything.
How do, family? All right?
Oh, Martin, hi.
Hang on, you're never that pleased to see me. In fact, no one's ever that pleased to see me. What's going on?
Oh,
eh?
go on with you. You're never serious, Martin.
What? I daren't be. I might sink into a permanent depression.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Hey, you know, it's very convenient having you all in one spot. It means I can report on how young David's doing in one fell swoop, doesn't it? Today's clinic bulletin reads, weight 18 pounds 2 ounces, lungs abnormal, eyesight lynx-like and hearing truly amazing. In fact, he chucked his plastic duck about 3 metres today, which makes him a budding Steve Backley, according to Gail.
No, well, do you know, he's very muscular for his age.
What? Muscular? Another couple of months he'll be onto the ornaments and then onto wrecking the house completely. Just like the other two tried in here yesterday, eh? Is it something I said?
No, it's just I didn't realise the kiddies were in here yesterday.
Oh, yeah, Audrey had them all afternoon, eh? An act of heroism beyond the call of duty. Thanks again, Audrey. Listen, I've got to go. I've run out of nappies.
Bye.
Ta-ra.
Bye-bye. What are you staring at, both of you?
It was one of the kids did it, wasn't it? It's one of them that switched it off, the freezer.
How do we know that?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it, if they were messing about in here? A fact that you conveniently forgot to mention.
Oh, Alf. You would believe it was anybody before you'd believe it was her, wouldn't you? Huh?
Ivy, I'm very sorry.
It's quite all right, Al.
Oh, drat, I've lost count again.
Mavis, why don't you go home? You're neither use nor ornament when you're in that nervous state.
I keep thinking that no news is good news.
Well, you've only to look at the headlines to know that. Murder, rape, 8-year-old woman robbed of her life savings.
See, I think Derek would have phoned if the... Hello, Mrs. Shaw.
Hello.
What kind of...
Well,
Oh, it's all right, love. I've not got my deaf aid switched on.
And she's my best friend.
It's about what you were saying yesterday about your husband not being, well, the sort, really, to do what he did to me.
Oh, he isn't, Mrs. Shaw. Really he isn't.
I must admit, I've never noticed he was that way inclined before. You can usually tell when a man's an animal.
Oh, you can.
So, I've decided, with my husband's approval, to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'll forgive and forget this time, but he's got you to thank for my change of mind. He's a very lucky man to have a wife as loyal as you.
Oh, thank you.
There was one other thing.
Yes?
You know what you were saying about Mr. Wilton losing some of his power?
Well, I don't think I actually...
What I find works wonders for my husband, a pinch of nutmeg in his rice pudding.
Oh, yes. You definitely look the part. Very cool and very businesslike.
But what part? I'm still not sure what I'm supposed to be doing.
All in good time. The next step's stationery.
Stationery.
PJ Promotions stationery.
And what do we do with it when we've got it?
Flood the town with it. Well, a lot of the town anyway. And the message is, are you satisfied with your profile?
I've never been satisfied with mine.
Because if you're not, PJ Promotions can do something about it.
Can we?
Of course we can. Believe it.
I do. I believe it. So, what am I going to do till the stationery arrives?
Look decorative and answer the phone.
Will it ring?
Deirdre, talking of profiles, mine is very high in this town. It'll ring.
So, what do I say when it rings?
Tell whoever it is where I am and when I'll be back. I'm putting a plug for PJ Promotions. Improve your own profile.
I think I can manage to do that without screwing up.
Just one thing. Be a bit selective with your information about my whereabouts.
Selective?
Well, the VAT man and the tax inspector are not really in my gang.
Ah, just the man. You got time for a chat? You're going to have a Coke or something in my flat?
I've got some at home.
I hear you're ducking your resits.
My mother.
Not a very clever thing to do, is it, Steve? I mean, if you've done the work, you might as well sit the exam.
If I've done the work?
Well, you never know. You might have done enough. Might even surprise yourself. They're worth having, you know, GCSEs, particularly in the present economic climate.
I'll see.
Why not make it a more positive I will? And what's it going to cost you to sit? Nothing, except the ink in your pen.
I'll see.
There were a lot of prawns in that risotto. Alf should have a disaster with his freezer every day. Oh, no, I shouldn't say that. You shouldn't wish bad luck onto people. It strikes out of a clear blue sky without much prompting, as we well know.
Oh, we do.
But have you noticed, Mavis? It doesn't have us by the throat for very long. We bounce back. I mean, take today. This morning, all doom and gloom, Mrs. Shaw persisting with her ridiculous allegations. My job on the edge of the abyss. Tonight, Mrs. Shaw has a rush of common sense to the head. Job secure again. Do you know what I put it down to?
What?
Us.
Us?
The fact that we're a team, presenting an irresistible force against adversity, shoulder to shoulder. Like the Spartans at Thermopylae. We couldn't do it alone, though, could we? We'd be swamped by bad luck as individuals. But as a married couple, we're invincible. Don't you agree?
Oh, yes, Derek.
Almost makes you look forward to new catastrophes to conquer.
Well, I don't.
Huh?
Nothing.
What for afters?
Rice pudding.
Fantastic.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Well, I never said thank you.
Thank you.
Well, when I left this morning, let me stay with you.
Oh, there was no need. We were only too glad to put you up.
Well, I've bought you a present.
You shouldn't, Steve, really.
It's nothing special.
Thanks. Thanks very much.
You do like chocolates, don't you?
I'm a chocoholic. Des is even worse.
Oh.
Well, thanks again. It was a very nice thought.
Nothing's changed.
Oh.
At home. Mum says it's up to me whether to do my resits or not, and then she goes and gets Barlow to put the pressure on, which is just the same as saying I'm not capable of making my own decisions.
I'm sure she's only doing it for your own
You
good.
wouldn't have done that, would you, Steph?
Look, Steve...
You think I'm capable of making my own decision, whether to do my resits or not? You don't look at me as a kid, do you?
I dare say you'll be glad to get home today. I know I will.
Yeah, well, it has been a bit difficult, hasn't it?
Look, I'm sorry, Ivy.
Look, I've told you, Alf, it's all over and done with. Although...
What?
Well, I'm wondering if it's better I jack it in.
Eh?
Well, it's obvious I'm like a red rag to a bull as far as Audrey's
No,
concerned.
look. It was me that asked you into this shop. I want you to stop. And what I say goes in this shop.
Yes, Al. Listen, I can't stop late tonight because I promised him
That's
that
all right. Audrey can do it.
Right.
Oh, no, she can't.
Well, you can do one late night, can't you?
No.
Well, I'm telling you, you've got to do.
Really? Well, I am telling you, Alf, I have had this shop, you and your little assistant, up to here today. I've more or less been called a liar.
Nobody said any such... Anyway, you were a bit economical with the truth.
Was I? But I'm now going to be economical with my presents and all, because I am never, ever setting foot in this damn shop again. Oh. And you and your little assistant deserve one another.
I still can't stop late tonight, Al.
It's all right, Ivy. I'll do it. Be better than going home anyway.
Oh.